Hello, Tashi Delek, Namo Buddhaya. Welcome to my another new video. So today I'm going to discuss about the anger. So there are three things I would like to share here. The first thing that when we deal with the anger, first thing we have to pay attention on the cause of anger. So what is the cause of anger? If we do not prevent the cause of anger, then we are going to have anger in our life. So therefore, we have to stop the cause of anger. So what is the cause of anger? The cause of anger is a mental dissatisfaction and mental agitations. So how these mental agitations or mental dissatisfaction happens in our life? It happens, when we see the problem, when we go through difficult situations, then we will be disturbed and then our mind becomes agitations. Then it is likely to arise anger in our heart. So therefore, if we look at the problem, one of the greatest Indian master called the Shanti Deva, so he has stated that, if you look at the problem, if there is a solution for your problem, then there is no use of being worried because you have a solution and you can fix the problem. If there is no solution for your problem, then there is no point to being unhappy. So this is the realistic way of thinking. So if you have that kind of mental tendencies, if you have that kind of view in your heart, then whenever you face with the problem, you would not able to get angry in your life. Then another thing I would like to say here that His Holiness the Dalai Lama, he often says that when you look at the problem, you have to look your problem from the wider perspective, not from the one angles. If you look your problem only from one angle, then it might give you frustrations, then you will lose your hope, and then it will give you more upsets. So if you look your problem from the wider perspective, then you can see that there is a lot of opportunities that you can take from this problem. So he himself saying that I lost my country and I came to India as a refugee, but today I become the citizen of world. So I was able to meet great spiritual leaders. I was able to meet a great freedom fighters, great politician, great businessman, and great scientist in my life. So I had a lot of opportunities in my life when I was passing through the difficult times. This is what he is saying that. Then the second thing, let's say that if you are not able to prevent the cause of anger and you are experiencing the anger or you are in the state of anger, then how you deal with your anger, so you can face with your anger, if you get angry, then you have to watch to your body reaction. Especially you have to watch on your breathing patterns. Then you can notice that you are taking your breath very strong. So you have to slow down your breathing patterns. You have to watch on your breathing. You have to take a very deep breath like this, and then you have to take a breath, very deep breath, and you have to release, and you have to focus on your breaths. So if you do that kind of meditation, of that kind of concentrations, it will help you to undermine, it will help you to diminish the power of anger immediately. So this is the way how you can, face with your anger when you are at the moment of, when you are at the heat of anger. Then, the third thing I would like to say that how you encounter with the people so-called your enemies. One of the Indian great master, as I have already mentioned his name, the Shantideva, so he said that if you look at the human populations, our population now it is crossing more than 7 billion peoples. So if you look at the 7 billion populations, out of the 7 billion populations, there are only few people who are your enemies. If you compare the number of your friends or number of your strangers or number of your enemies, then you can see that your number of enemies is very few. So the few people, so-called your enemy, give a golden opportunity to do the practice of patience. If you look at the Buddha, if you look at the Bodhisattvas, Buddha and Bodhisattvas, they do not harm to you. So therefore, Buddha and Bodhisattvas, they would not able to give you an opportunity to do the practice of patience. So-called your enemy, the few peoples, they can give you a pure opportunity to do the practice of patience. So therefore, Shantideva says that your enemy is the best teacher to do the practice of patience. So if you have that kind of mentality in your daily life, generally if you think like that way, then when you interact with your enemy, then you would be able to give a respect towards your enemy, and you can feel that your enemy is very important to you. You can give importance to your enemy. So you are not going to have any kind of problem with your enemy, and also you are not going to have anger in your life. This is what I wanted to share. So these are the tips that I have told to you, and if you think that whatever I share to you, if you think it is helpful to you, then I request you to apply whatever I told you in your day-to-day life. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.